Okay, hi guys. I wanted to do a quick video to answer a couple questions that I gotten about my labels and how I make them. And I'm actually going to direct you to a different site first here, and I'll explain to you why as I do it. This is Coastal Scents, and
Introducing the new Coastal Scents 22-piece brush set.
this is their YouTube channel, and they did the best label video here, which I'm going to switch my labels over to this. Let me see if I can find that label video for you. If you go to Coastal Scents YouTube channel and go over here, you'll see how to make labels the easy way.
Hi, my name is Steve, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make your own labels.
Okay, so this is an awesome video. It's 8 minutes long. He takes you step by step through the process on video, and I believe he uses Print Shop for that. And he even gives you a really cool tip on how to find Print Shop really cheap online. So this is where I'm going to go with my labels, because right now what I use is really inefficient. So I highly suggest you go to Coastal Scents channel, look up this video, how to make labels the easy way. It's got like 52,000 views or something. It's a really good video. Right now what I use is this, let me see if I can get it to come up. Okay, so I use Print Artist, and it's very inefficient, I feel. I got it a few years ago, and I think it cost me like 40 or 50 bucks or something like that at Staples. So it really is not cheap. And I'm going to give you an example of why it's inefficient here. It's just limited. I mean, obviously it's been working for me because I'm making labels, but I could save myself so much more time if I had something that actually worked really well, and I'll show you what I mean by that. As far as designing and setting up the labels, it works wonderful for that. I mean, I have no problem with that. Here's what I have problems with, where it stalls me and wastes a lot of my precious time. When I go to print here, there's one label there. Now, usually, say I want to just print one label, and this is just these little labels here, these little address labels. I'm just showing you that for example. This is my free sample of almond and honey. Now, usually a lot of, like my free samples and stuff, a lot of those things I print out full sheets, so it's not a problem, because if I want to print out a full sheet, I just go over here and I hit tile and it will print me off a full sheet. Now, the problem I have is when I just want to print off one, or say I want to print off two or three. I can print off one, but I have to print it off in that position. I have to actually literally take one of these labels off, peel it off, put it up over in that number one position, and print it off if I just want to do one label. Like I said, if I want to do a full sheet, it's no problem. Now, say, I say, hey, well, let's do this. I've got one label here. Let's try to print it in this position here. Now, I can position it there. I can go down, so now it's down in that position, but it will not, no matter whether I save the settings, no matter what I do. There's a fly flying around in here, and it's bugging me. If you see him, wish you could smack him for me. I cannot print it in that position. And I also cannot choose to say, hey, I want to print off just 6 labels on this sheet. So and just go somewhere and just print, like, I want to do 6 labels. Even starting in the normal column up here in the corner, I cannot just print off my certain amount that I want. So there's where it becomes really inefficient for me. It's either I print one label and I print it in that position, which means I have to move a label over to that position every single time, or I print a full sheet. There's no in between with it. And I know in that video that Steve did on Coastal Scents that you can actually pick and choose the position that you want your label to be printed in. So really, really good video. As far as labels, what I use, I like to use these. These are the Eco-Friendly by Avery. But obviously there's a larger cost there for those. You can just go with, here's some of my shipping labels here. You can just, go with this at Staples, just a regular Avery labels and like that. This is just an example, but you can buy all kinds of different ones. The 2x4, the little address labels or whatever, so a little more cost effective. Okay, so I hope that helped like that. I would do a video on how I make my labels, but it would really, since I'm going to be switching over anyway, and it's really like that, it's super inefficient. It would drive you crazy to make labels right now the way that I do. I highly suggest going and watching this video, or even do a search on YouTube. There's another company called Online Labels, which I've been hearing a lot about, and I've got to check them out too. I'd go to YouTube and do an online labels search, and I'm sure there will be videos up about the Online Labels company, which would be another, resource for you. But go check this video out here, and I hope that helped you some, and good luck with making your labels. Take care. Bye-bye.